Hello everybody, welcome back to another Adobe Photoshop CC 2021 tutorial. I'm going to show you how to make something or anything in an image glow inside of Photoshop. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. I'll show you the original image. It's an okay image, it's just a dog doing dog things. And then I took the dog, made the dog, well I didn't do that, I made the dog glow first. And then I just changed the background so it looked like a little bit more glowy. Now I do realize that it's very, very white and it might be a little blown out here, but I just want to show you the technique. So let's just get started, okay? So I'm just going to delete all of these things here. Boom, let's start from scratch. Okay, the first step, of course, you load in your image like I have done here. The second step is you want to go and up to the top and go to select subject. This does a very good job in this instance. If you're following along with me, this is what you need to do. If this doesn't work for you, so I'm going to deselect, and let's say you're trying to highlight something that isn't like a dog or a person in a picture, what you can do is you can go to the quick selection tool like this, and then just select whatever item or whatever object or whatever it is you're trying to do to get that into the selection. So I'm just going to go ahead and select, deselect. So there's two ways to do it. But in this situation, again, select subject, and we're on our way to the races. Okay, come on, Photoshop. The next step, now that the selection is done, you want to hold down Control if you're on a PC, or Command if you're on a Mac, and the J button, or the J key. So Command J for me, and what that has done is it has created a new layer with just the puppy dog on it. We're on our way, people. The next step, and this is a crucial one, is making sure you're still selected on the top layer. Right-click on it, and you want to convert this to a smart object. This is very important because we're going to be applying some filters in the short future, and you got to have a smart object. You'll see it's a smart object with the icon in the lower right there. Okay, good. Now, the next part here is we're going to go ahead and we're going to change. Actually, you know what? We're going to apply a blur first. Let's do the blur, then we'll do the other part. Okay, so you want to go up to Filter. You want to go to Blur. And for us, we're going to use Gaussian blur. And right now, it's default set to 200 pixels. But I want it to be a very subtle blur, so I'm going to go to 6 pixels. So Filter, Blur, Gaussian blur, about 6 pixels. Okay, yeah, let's go with that. And then hit OK. Now, what this has done is it's just added a small blur. Let me turn the blur on and off so you can see what I'm talking about. It's very subtle, right? Okay, all good. But you'll know the blur's here because it's under there. So, we've got a blur. The next step, making sure you're selected on the top layer. This is where you'll start to see some cool stuff. We're going to change the blend mode. Right now it's set to normal. Let's go down a little and watch what happens. You'll see some really cool things happening here, right? Look at screen. Screen is a really good one. This might be enough for what you're looking to do. Let's do that first. I'm going to show you what it looks like with screen, no by itself, and glowing. That could be enough for you guys, but I'm going to show you a little more just in case you really want to go down the rabbit hole. Screen is a good one. Color dodge is a good one. Linear dodge add is a good one too, although it adds in quite a bit of white as you can see here. So it gets a little bit blown out, but that's okay. We're just illustrating the effect. But anyways, we're going to go with linear dodge add, but screen is also an excellent choice. All right, so let's go off, on. We see we've already added in the glow effect. It's that easy. The next step, I'm going to take this image here. So I'm going to take the top layer, and I'm going to hit Command or Control J again. And what that does is it's basically doubled the layers. So this has gotten really, really bright. So not so bright, regular, bright, really bright. What you can do here is, once you've made the second copy, is you can go into the Gaussian blur here, double click on it, and this time, instead of having a radius of 6, let's go ahead and jack it up to about 90. Yeah, let's see what that looks like. Boom. It's really blurry, but it's also very, very bright. So we have a very, very cool effect applied here. So we've got no effect, nice glow, real glow. So again, this really depends on what you're looking for. I don't know the level of glow that you want, but this is to demonstrate the effect. So here we go. This might be enough for what you're looking for. If you want to go a bit further, take the layer here, the first layer, and the second layer, the two layers, make sure they're both selected, like this, and we're going to group them. So you select the top one and the bottom one, and it includes all the smart filters and blurs, and then left click on this little briefcase looking notebook thingy, page thingy, folder thing, and then we're going to create a new group. Okay, cool. Now, if you want to go a little further, we can go down here and add an adjustment layer. Left click on the adjustment layer here, or the new fill, and we're going to do a color lookup, it's called. Now left click on color lookup, and watch this. You get a few different choices. I'm going to go 3D LUT file here. So I'm just going to use a standard one that all of you guys will have access to. And I'm going to select Moonlight. Okay, let's see what Moonlight looks like. Whoa, Nelly. Now, that has applied it to the entire image, which isn't what we wanted. So that was a mistake on my end. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to click on the group, and I'm going to raise that to the top. And now look, we've got the background. It's nice and blue and moody. We've got the color lookup underneath it, which is applied to the image, and it's glowing, and that's how you make something glow in Adobe Photoshop 2021. Thanks for watching, guys. I have a ton more tutorials coming up. Stay tuned.